What can't you do, Jesus? Let's go!
Manifest! Fan Rose's Prayer Network International is 10.
10 and still counting of manifesting the glory of God through intercession.
10 amazing years of transforming worlds through our intercession.
Fanny Rose's Prayer Network International, known worldwide as PHANET, is a non-governmental, not-for-profit, non-partisan and non-denominational Christian organization. Among all other ministries, PHANET is uniquely identified as an intercessory ministry. Today, PHANET has spread its wings to move beyond the borders of Ghana. PHANETiers can be found in various branches in almost all 16 regions of the country. The membership of this great network is not limited to the regional and community levels. PHANET has presence in about 15 tertiary and senior high school institutions in the country. These include the University of Ghana, Legon and Accra City campuses, University of Professional Studies, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, University of Cape Coast, University of Education Winneba, Accra Technical University, Central University, Koforidua Technical University, Gambaga College of Education, Infantiman Girls Senior High School, Infantipim School, Agri Memorial Senior High School, Nalerigo Senior High School, and the Nalerigo Nursing Training School. The vision of raising 1 billion intercessors across the globe is steadily being realized through consistent intercession, fellowship, the study of the word, and witnessing. This unique family is built on intercession for the lost, Christ-centered teachings, sacrifice for the kingdom, love for God and the brethren, and also the unity of the body of Christ. To keep these values constantly ringing in the hearts and minds of all PHANETiers, both new and old, various programs are organized all year long. Heaven on Earth, Katatizo Conference, Junior Camp, Fanny Fest, Sharp Conference, Posyokomai, Love Feast, Night of Solemnities are among the intercessory programs organized by the network and its departments, regional and tertiary chapters. The journey of Fanny Rose's Prayer Network International is one that tells of the glory of God being made manifest all the time. As we continue to see our vision materialize, we tell our story.
Pastor Godfred Bona Nkansa was in the Upper West region in 2007 during a Gamsu size camp where he received a prophetic word. The prophetic word was delivered by his spiritual daughter, Berta Asenso, now Mrs. Berta also Ansa. Making intercession was a daily practice of Reverend Godfred Bona Nkansa, though he had the least idea about his call into this ministry. So he affirmed when the prophetic word came that yes, he's been called into the intercessory ministry. September of the same year, Pastor Joycelyn Ayeboafo was introduced to Pastor Godfred through a mutual friend known as Sister Vera.
In November 2007, Pastor Eric and Pastor Godfred had an encounter at Nachu. Pastor Eric Obinkwashi was invited to play drums at the Natural Resource Student Christian Fellowship at the KNUST. At that same time, Pastor Godfred Bona Encounter had been called upon to speak on the theme Moses, which he spoke about in a totally new dimension. After his ministration, Pastor Eric Obinkwachi decided to follow this great man of God and be his son till today.
In February 2008, Pastor Godfred and Pastor Eric decided to pay their mutual friend Sister Vera a visit on the UEW Mampong campus. It was during this visit that they met Pastor Joycelyn, who decided to serve them with her special toasted bread. Now, this toasted bread actually left a mark not just in the hearts, but also in the taste buds of Pastor Eric and Pastor Godfred. This began a lifelong connection between the three. Later on, two more individuals, Pastor Evelyn Edubofo and Pastor Ebenezer Echampong, came on the scene when they all met at a Gamsu Diocesan site at the Efiduase Methodist Church.
Pastor Evelyn Edubofo was the quietest among her group of friends, Sister Vera and Pastor Joycelyn. And though quiet, she loved to serve, so she joined site outreaches whenever she had the chance to. It was same with Pastor Ebenezer Echampong. Papa Eben got stuck to Pastor Godfred and Pastor Eric during a Gamsu Diocesan site in Efiduase, yes. And he was so humble and always willing to serve. So this endeared him to the hearts of Pastor Godfred and Pastor Eric. Interestingly, the bond these people built continued. It remained and it grew stronger and stronger, even when Pastor Godfred had to travel to the UK to pursue his master's degree.
I saw it sing to you. Great and mighty, you reign. Jesus, lift your voice, sing to your God. Our God, King of all, the strong and breasted, eternal game changer. Jesus.
Fanny Rose's Prayer Network International actually began in September 2009 after Pastor Godfred Bona Nkansa returned to the country from the UK. A week after his return, he decided to pay a visit to the Atria Mountains Camp 3 to thank the Lord. He invited Pastor Eric and Pastor Bertha. As they spent time in fellowship, they decided to spend a few moments reminiscing on some moments they shared together before Pastor Godfred had traveled to the UK. As they reminisced, they spotted Pastor Joycelyn and Pastor Evelyn, who had also visited the Atria Mountains to pray. Of course, when men and women of prayer meet, the need to pray will definitely be awakened. After this encounter, they decided to meet again. So, a 4-day retreat was scheduled for the latter part of the year. During this retreat, all the team members came around, but we also had Pastor Ebenezer Echampong and Sister Eugenia joining them. The 7 coming together made the founding members of Fanny Rose's Prayer Network International.
So, as they crossed over during the retreat into the new year, the power of God was experienced mightily at the Ashia Mountains. This is where we had a lot of prophecies coming to the network, mainly through Pastor Evelyn, Pastor Joycelyn, and Pastor Bertha. The prophecies were, however, not understood clearly from the beginning. Though the vision seemed hazy as at that time, the 7-member founders continued in prayers at the Achia Mountains and sometimes continued in prayers on phone. And this was the start of a beautiful family.
Can't you do? What can't you do? Jesus, you're the name above every name.
I'm sure you have ever wondered how and why the name PHANET. Can you tell us?
Well, there was definitely the need for a name that would convey the vision, the mission, and the purpose of the group.
Yes, you're right. So, in December 2010, the team decided to meet again for an end-of-year retreat. You can guess the venue.
Achia Mountains.
Achia Mountains. Yes, it was the Achia Mountains Camp 3. Now, at this retreat, there were 3 other people who were present. Pastor Samuel Somwa, Sister Regina Enimfo, and Pastor Sylvia Opo. As they ended the retreat after praying and spending time in fellowship, they started to deliberate on a few names, okay? So various names came up, but what they settled on was the name Manifestation. Doesn't that sound catchy enough?
It does. So after a few deliberations, the Ebusia Pain, you know the Ebusia Pain?
The Ebusia
Pain, now the chairman, Papa Godfrey, suggested that then they should use the Greek version of manifestations, which is phaneroses.
Whoa, so there you have it, phaneroses, manifesting God's glory. And it has been evident in our lives for 10 years now. PHANET, manifesting the glory of God through intercession.
After 2010, PHANET continued to hold quarterly retreats at Achia and other parts of Ghana. In one of such meetings in December 2011, Alberta Bafo Iwa, a member of Infantiman Girls SHS, visited PHANET at the invitation of Brother Ebenezer Isuman from Elmina. She became the pioneer of PHANET in the senior high schools. After Infantiman had become fully phanetized by August 2012, the Infantiman team found ways to reach Pope John's SHS, Asin North SHS, Agri Memorial, and Infantipim School. Between 2013 and early 2014, General Emmanuel Tete, Brother Samuel Okai, Pastor Samuel Kofi Somoa, Dr. Regina Adote, Pastor Ralph Beidu, Pastor Alberta Eshen, Pastor Joshua Obeng, Pastor Emmanuel Ahen, Pastor Sylvia Opong, and Pastor Dennis Awachi were also laboring fervently to send PHANET into existing SHS and tertiary institutions across the country. At the University of Ghana, Pastor Dennis Paul Awachi and Pastor Hayford Arthur planted the seed and put General Harriet Nazer in charge. At the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST, PHANETiers who had graduated from SHS started PHANET in this university in 2013 under the leadership of Pastor Raphael Beidu. The pioneers included Gifted Frempong, Hannah Nyakun, Wendy Boatson, Frederick Nanasapong, and Godfred Esso. Later, Alberta Jeman, Deborah Chantel Kanamitie, among others, joined them to start the chapter. In the University of Cape Coast, Pastor Godfred Bona Inkansa planted the seed with a few PHANETiers. However, General Isaac Eshan's presence in UCC in 2014 helped establish root on the campus to facilitate its growth. PHANET in the University of Professional Studies, Accra, UPSA, was begun by Pastor Dennis Paul Awache and Pastor Hayford Arthur in 2013. Ezekiel Lampon took over leadership when he began his studies the same year. PHANET in Central University was begun by Priscilla Dumoga and Amaneda and was continued and sustained under the leadership of Anna Mensah and Philomena Tego. PHANET in Accra Technical University and UGCT campus was started by CJ's Mabel Oklu and Patience Kafui Jomeku in 2016 under the leadership of Pastor Godfred. PHANET in Koforidia Technical University was started by General Edward Chum Kwafu. PHANET spread in the northern part of the country is largely credited to Pastor Isaac Asare, popularly referred to as Elder Asare, who labored to ensure that PHANET was planted in 5 schools before the year 2014 ended. Since 2014, Pastor Jeff Opoku Jambibi has coordinated PHANET's work in the Upper West region. This has mainly been through weekly phone-based intercessions for the region by members within and outside the region. As the network began to enlarge and expand, it became expedient for certain organs to be put in place. The department came to overcome constitutes the network's core anatomy. In 2014, Heirs of Zion, HOZ, formerly known as the PHANET Choir, the music ministry of the network, was officially birthed. Ever since, PHANETiers have always been blessed with spirit-led ministrations at all PHANET gatherings. The PHANET National Tertiary Council (PNTC) and the PHANET Secondary Council (PNSC) were birthed in 2016 and 2017 respectively. The PHANET Women's Division (PWD) coordinates all affairs related to the women and ladies within the network and is the convener of programs such as Junior Camp and Women in Travail. The evangelistic wing of the network is called PHANET Missions International. PHANET also has a strong protocol team which coordinates ushering services during programs. There also are the Inspired Artistic Manifestation, I Am, which ministers in drama, poetry, and choreography. The Almighty Engine Room, the official prayer department of the network. The publications wing provides devotionals and spirit-inspired writings for the network, and also PHANET Publicity, the team that ensures that the network and all its activities are known by the entire network and world. Supported by other subsidiary organs, these departments collaborate to ensure that the vision committed to the network continues to be a reality.
Wow! Family, we have indeed come from far.
What Bejeke?
And we are still going far.
Let's ensure that our vision of raising 1 billion intercessors across the world by the year 2050 is alive.
Let's ensure that our mission to reach the unreached, strengthen the weak, and support the strong is achieved.
Together, let's do this through intercession, fellowship, sharing the word, and witnessing to all people.
Let's go!